this like calming whale sounds. Kind of like it. It's a shame it's only like a minute long. Hi. Yeah, so I set the go live notification last night when we didn't have internet, and I had reached out to Alex and Haley, and I was like, hey, can we come over and use your internet? I normally would go to Chaz and Jeff's, but Chaz is feeling under the weather, and I don't want to feel under the weather, so I asked Alex and Haley, and they were like, sure. Or I think the way Alex worded it was, if your internet's not working in the morning, sure. And I was sad because yesterday, internet went out in the middle of Donkey Kong. And I've been like, yeah. And then I got a message that was like, hey, it's us, your ISP. We're working on it, and I want you to know that we'll have it all set by 10 p.m. And I was like, yeah, that's a long time, but it'll probably be a lot sooner than that. And then it wasn't. And then I was going to bed last night, and I reread the message, and I realized I misread it. It said it would be done by Thursday at 10 p.m. And I was like, oh. And that's when I reached out to Alex and Haley and was like, we are definitely not going to have internet in the morning. And then I woke up this morning, and we did. And I was like, oh. So I was like, we are not coming over. I think there was a sigh of relief in some ways. So now we're here, which is great. I also want to announce a fusion dance between Wednesday and Thursday, because yesterday I didn't get a chance to do much Bonanza at all. Hi, Subby. So today at 1 p.m., I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. So if you don't get to normally tune in to Donkey Kong Bonanza, you're in for a treat, because I'm playing it today. Because we got doing my normal 1 to 4 stream today, because I think we played maybe 15 or 20 minutes of the game yesterday. Because for the first 10 minutes, I just played with the colors of the stream.
Wow.
I did.
That had to be thrilling.
People loved it. I was playing with the hue shift. So I was like, I was Hulk. I was a member of the Blue Man group. I got to be black and white, so it looked like I had died and come back just as a ghost to play the game. It was great. Anyway. Can we do it again right now? It won't look as fun because it's not green screened, because then it'll be the whole frame. Probably. Unless this is a green screen, but it's not.
Give me the bird!
But there's so many colors right now. Okay, Cosmic. Just for you. Once we get through the alerts, I'll do a hue shift. I'll do it. But only because your birthday's coming up. The secret is to always say your birthday's coming up, because someone's birthday is always coming up. Do you have to know when their birthday is? Not at all. Just be like, well, your birthday's coming up. Do we get to request U-shifts on our birthdays? No. My birthday isn't for 3 months. That means it's coming up soon. Kind of. All right, let's read some things. We got 77 months at tier 3. That's a subbie from Mike Bliss, who says 77 months of subbing. Yay. Hi, Stephen Amell. I'm excited to enjoy my Xbox X playing NASCAR 25, made by Racing Studios. NASCAR 25. I guess that they're going to make one based on the new years.
Yeah.
NASCAR works like Madden. And
I assume so.
what's the other thing? That's not Madden.
NHL.
Yeah.
NBA.
FIFA is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. And actually kind of Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is annual at this point. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to M. Tapid. We had 300 bits from Jet. This is technically from yesterday, but so I was expecting to have an interview set up with Vermont, but there was a major accident outside Atlanta that was transferring cats from Atlanta to the shelter I'm applying for in Vermont, so both sides are going through it right now. My brother called this morning and he's going to see a neurosurgeon for an MRI because he was having stroke symptoms. This would be his second stroke in 5 years, so it's been a wild 24 hours, so thanks for being a distraction. Well, first off...
Good vibes, that is wild.
Good vibes, that's a lot. And then also, I feel bad because this was yesterday, and Jet was like, thanks for being a distraction. And then I was like, but I can only be a distraction for 30 minutes before the internet just goes away. But I can be a distraction today, so I will do that. And hopefully your brother's doing all right. We've got... Oh, apparently they also ran a poll. I didn't get to see this. Who ended the poll? Lobsters.
Stream.
Oh, Stream. Who ended the poll? That's a good poll. I just don't know what the answers could be. Who ended the stream? Peggy or Lobsters? People said Lobsters. 60%. Yeah. The funny thing is, before we had internet on in here, Lobsters would have been a reasonable guess, since the fiber wire under the house had been cut.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad idea. We had 71s from Zelda Master. There's so many polls that they ran. This is great. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna save these fruit polls for the end. I'll read the alerts instead. We got 300 bits of Cheesehammer says, so you said in the Extra Life vlog to talk to your employer about matching donations. Given I'm your Cheesehammer, even if you seem to forget I exist most of the time, I suppose I should be talking to you then. So, good sir, boss / dad, can I count on you to match my donation to Extra Life? I don't know that I'm your employer. I'm also not entirely sure I'm your father. Because that raises some really weird questions that I'm not ready to answer. Or don't want to know the answer to. I'm the guardian, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I can live with guardian. Because otherwise I'm like, oh... I don't know how to feel about the hammer genetics. What do you call the thing on the back of the hammer?
The claw.
Is that just called the claw?
I think so.
I'm like holding it. I'm like, oh, he gets the claw from me. He pulls nails out just like his dad. We got 52 months at Tier 2 Gold Toast from Radio Dread. 6 months from Mr. Mandermanny. 38 from Rubik's Moon. 69 from The Queen's Thief. Nice. 76 from Everchanger. 49 from Storebot. 85 from Rin the Halfling. 84 from Herald of Exius. That is a 7. Congrats on 7. 31 from Duke Doo. Three from Aldo, it says, man, Alex and Haley have done a good job capturing the feel of your house. It's like we never even left. I did tell them last night, I was like, hey, I was like, just so you know, I would only be bringing a laptop. Because I think that is...
Yeah.
So, like... Because there's been times where I'm like, hey, can we use your house for a breakfast stream? And people are like, sure. And then I show up and I have...
A lot of things.
I have a briefcase, a Pelican case full of stuff, and a tripod, and a bunch of cables. And I'm like, I need to commandeer your television. And I haven't been doing that. So, yeah. Last night, Alex was like, he's like, if you come over, he's like, he said, leave it as you found it, is what he said. I'm like, we always do. It's fine. We got 35 months from Owu Owl, my dude, 47 from Pickletron, 65 from Cork, 500 bits from Gamers, 00700. 300 bits from Gadzooks, who says, hello, strange sports name of the day is from Xavier University, basketball player All Right. Not to be confused with fellow basketball players Always Right, from Utah, Rio Grande Valley. First name All, A-L-L. Last name W-R-I-G-H-T. You know how I feel about that name? Something tells me you do. Did you hear that last little squeak? Ooh, that was a very heartfelt, like... Here's a thing.
The newest way to start your night, Tiny Eddie's Pickled Gourmet Employment Brownies.
Thousands bits from Aggregated Molecules. Eddie, what delicious treats can we all share this morning? Pickled Gourmet Employment Brownies.
CJ says pickled and gourmet.
Employment brownies are for anyone who is
Newly hired.
newly hired, or I was going to say looking for.
Is that what they give you?
When you're looking for work. I don't know that pickled is...
How you want your brownies?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to make that work, but it doesn't sound great. There must be something that you could do with that, but it does sound kind of bad. We had 33 months from Cat Lizard, and 500 bits from Jet Jet says, update, the interview is scheduled for Friday. My brother got his MRI at 4 a.m., and it wasn't a stroke, just an issue with his magnetic shunt, which I think are fixed. It's hard to decipher his text messages right now. Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
The news, it wasn't a stroke, is like objectively good news, so that's good. And also, I'm glad that you have your interview for tomorrow. I hope that you feast on employment brownies. Yeah, Shizue says, we summon Jet Jet with the mention of employment brownies. I continue to be very invested in this story. I can't wait to find out where you will wind up. And you're doing, like, a very important job. Because anyone... I have strong feelings about this, but, like, anyone who works with animals is... I'm trying to find better words than just, like, a good person, we need them! But I'm just gonna go with that. Sorry, animals are so important. I have strong feelings about animals. They're pure, they're good little guys. Anyway. 1600 bits from Golang says, I've been loving Legend ZA. That came out today,
16.
right? That's today. Haley, I like Animal. The drummer. Yeah, that came out today. So if you didn't know, he revealed it today. Mr. Carlos Eni, aka Insane in the Rain Music, was an arranger on the new Pokemon game. Which is very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. That's very much like dream come true sort of thing. And I am so happy about it.
Yeah.
So happy about it. So anyway, good for him. Well,
Very proud of him. Yeah.
yeah, I know. It's hard to talk about Carlos and not be like, I'm so proud. Like,
Yeah.
I have no relation to Carlos, and I did nothing for his talents, but I'm like, good job, bud. You did it. He only thought he was getting away from video game music. Like that, his dream, right, has always been to do video game music. That's like, you know, what he has wanted to do. Heavily inspired by the Pokemon games, and certainly a lifelong dream to be able to work on them in some capacity. So the fact that he's actually doing it in an official capacity is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. The next time I see him, I will say something like, good job. Whenever it is I see him. I don't know when that is. Sometime in the... who knows? Mm-hmm. Could be soon, it could be far away. We don't know. It could be next week. It could be next year. I don't know. Will we ever get him on Breakfast Stream? I hope so. That would be nice. I would like that. He'd be a good guest. We also had Aaron the Baron gifting a sub to Starka. Thank you, Aaron. Let's take a look at these fruit polls. So whenever we went offline yesterday, I guess chat probably wasn't sure when we were coming back, so they were running some polls. Mods were running polls to keep chat entertained. Best fruit, raspberry versus blackberries. 68% said raspberries. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. I like blackberries. I think raspberries are better. And so do you. Best fruit, second heat, round 2. Kiwi versus plantains. Kiwi just dominated. Mm-hmm. 92% kiwi. I would imagine a lot of people probably haven't even had plantains. It's not a super, super common thing to have experienced. But also, kiwis are great. I love kiwis. Best fruit, second heat, round 3. Blueberries versus mango. This was close. Mango with the 57%. So it was pretty close here. I agree with this as well.
Mango.
Mango is delicious. I barely ever eat it. But when I do, I'm always just so tickled. It's such a delicious fruit. Blueberries are good too. Because what the heck are we going to put in muffins? Chocolate? Actually, that's fine. But chocolate's not a fruit.
Pancakes?
Yeah. Yes! Pancakes. Blueberry pancakes are great. I like blueberry pancakes with,
blueberry sauce?
yeah. Whatever you call that. Best fruit, second heat, round 4. Strawberries versus passion fruit.
Strawberries.
Strawberries dominate. 85% strawberries. I don't know if I've ever had a passion fruit, to be honest.
I don't think I have.
We could probably solve that. Strawberries would be nice, though. We had some earlier in the year. We got them from a...
Field.
Well, we, like, paid.
Yeah.
We just went out to a farm somewhere and started getting them in the dead of night. They can't find you. And then best fruit, second heat, round 5. Pear versus kumquat. Pear just completely destroyed. 90% pear. Which, fair. I think that's fair. Pear,
Kumquats are great, though, Radio Dread says, and I agree.
yeah. I think pear might be my favorite fruit. Maybe. It's really up there. So I don't know. It's hard it's hard to beat a pear. Although if you get a perfect peach, nothing compares to a perfect peach. We got 24 months from Techie J. That's a 2. And 3 bits from Jet, who says, I was able to hear about employment brownies. I was just feeding my dogs and cats, so I couldn't respond immediately, but apparently I came back at the perfect time. Hashtag animals are good. Animals are good. I do like animals. I also like brownies. So, maybe at some point, do something about that. I'm gonna make brownies. Raspberry brownies.
Uh-huh.
For, Christmas? Christmas brownies?
Whenever.
We have promised this before. You've been saying that since you played Big Brain. Everyone write that down. I think I need to stream it. I think that's how I'll make sure I do it.
I know a great time you could do that. We'll talk about it after stream.
Okay. Sounds good. Been in those AMOE McDonald's minds. I'm going to mention that because I think everyone loves free food. I think it's important. Right now, the McDonald's Monopoly game is going on. And at least in the US, part of sweepstakes things is that no purchase is necessary. So, like, do they want you to eat McDonald's? Yeah, they want you to pay them for their burgers. But you do not have to. You don't have to. There is a website that you can go to where they will just give you codes for free because they legally have to. So you can request up to 10 codes a day. They come 2 at a time. So you can go to this website and request 5 times each day. And Vagabond's got the link for you. So what you do is, if you don't already, the first thing you need is you need the McDonald's app. Aggregate the molecules while you're paying them with your information. It's true, but also at this point in our society, who doesn't have our information? You need the McDonald's app. You have to register for the rewards on the app, and then you have to register for the Monopoly game on the app. And once you do that, you can use that and just get 10 codes every day. And then you put them in, and then you get stuff. The very first day I did it, I won an apple pie, a 4-piece McNugget, a double cheeseburger, and 1,500 McDonald's points, whatever the heck those are, I don't know. So, Jacket K says, that sounds like a lot of work for a garbage burger. I'm not going to lie. It a little bit is. But if you are the type of person that gets some of the dopamine hit from doing that sort of thing, it's cheaper than gambling, and it's free also. So it's definitely cheaper than gambling. Yeah. How I view it is free food is free food. And based on how many free things I get in a day doing it, I'm like, I'm just going to keep doing this. Mal's going to be out of town just a little bit in November. And I'm looking at all this and I'm like, I might be able to just eat McDonald's nonstop. For free.
I know, Renee.
It's better than Kid Cuisine. It's also free. So I'm kind of building up a little McDonald's army right now.
Stockpile?
I'm like over the next 2-3 weeks, whatever. I'm getting this stuff. And then when Mal's out of town, I'll be like, I'm eating like a king for free on McDonald's tab. Anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all because, McDonald's is not the best food in the world, absolutely. But free is free. In this economy, get yourself a free burger or something. I always get upset whenever I get the properties. It comes up, it's like, you got a property. I'm like, give me the burger! If you get enough here, there is one other benefit for all of you, because I know that y'all are video game people, largely. If you get enough properties, they do give you a $10 coupon for Best Buy. And that's reasonable also. So you keep hoping you get food. Every once in a while they give you crap that you're like, I hate this, because you're not actually going to win a prize. No one wins. But if you get enough properties, they do give you a $10 coupon to use at Best Buy. And I'm like, all right. So...
Are you close to getting any monopolies?
That's not a real thing. No one actually wins. There's no such thing as winning Monopoly. I don't know if you did...
A poll has begun. Are you video game people?
I'm willing to bet most people here are video game people. Yeah, one of each group is 1 in 5 million. It's super bad. There's 3 properties and you'll get 2, and then the last one it's well, you're not going to get that one. But every time you get a property, like a numeric property, once you get to a certain amount, they just give you a $10 coupon for Best Buy. So Chess says, I won a property monopoly in 1996. Really? I got a magazine about the Olympics. Man, we never won anything. My family would go to McDonald's. It's so wild now because it's all digital and it kind of takes away some of the fun of it. But it used to be you had to go and get a board.
Specific.
They had this little
they had a
thing.
board and you had to get a specific food, like the large fry but not the small fry.
Yeah.
Or the large drink but not the small drink.
And then you would peel them off, and then they were stickers and you put them on the thing and you're like, oh my God. And as a child, you don't understand that it's rigged. You don't understand that they made 10 million of Park Place, but only 3 Boardwalk. So you get Park Place and you're like, I'm halfway there. And then you get older and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. So.
Do you remember when Subway used to give you little tickets for when you ordered things? A 6-inch gave you 1 ticket, and then you had a little business card, and they would you had to lick them and stick them there.
I do not, no.
Yeah.
I didn't eat a lot of Subway.
The poll has ended. The winner is I am video game person.
I am video game person.
I wanted to hear it like Chaz, I am not.
Dark Overlord says, you still peel them, there's just not a board anymore. Oh. See, I haven't been to a physical restaurant.
McDonald's?
I haven't been to McDonald's. Because remember, no purchase is necessary. So I'm getting those things for free. Chill Day says, so this has been going on for many years. I've never heard of it before. Yeah, it started in mid-90s, probably. So, like 30 years.
I remember one of my mom's brothers was really into it.
But it's like not... I don't think it's an international thing. Like, the U.S. has done it for 30 years. I don't know how many other countries have been doing it, so... Yeah, it's, I don't play it every year. I did it when I was a kid because it was exciting, and then I haven't done it in forever. And then this year, I stumbled.
UK, France does it.
Okay, so some other like European nations do it.
I just remember every time they had seasonal milkshakes, my mom would be like, "I really need to go get the
Shamrock
shake."
I never got the Shamrock Shake because it looked gross. I don't know what it tastes like.
I believe it's mint.
That makes so much sense. It's green. Yeah. The dichotomy of man. They're good. They are gross. It tastes like toothpaste.
I mean, I don't think I've had one since the 90s, like when I was 10.
Yeah.
But
I don't love mint stuff.
every so often, it's like, wow, I really want like mint chocolate chip ice cream. But we never get it. And then that fades.
I mean, I feel like the mint chocolate chip people are, like, that's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people that are like, oh, mint chocolate chip is fine. Most people are like, that's their favorite flavor.
How do both of you not like mint?
Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
My
like,
mom used to make grasshoppers when I was little. They had the alcoholic version, and we had the non-alcoholic version.
You're gonna have to explain the concept of
It's like
grasshoppers.
a mint shake. It was like ice cream blended up or something.
Why they call it grasshoppers?
I don't know. I don't even know what liquor is used in the alcoholic version. I was too little, and now I've never had one as an adult.
Joe says, my uncle was low-key obsessed with Grater's mint chip ice cream. In fairness, anything Grater's is fantastic, so that seems fair. But why were you getting grasshoppers drunk? Abilene says, as an adult living in Wisconsin, I love grasshoppers so much.
I've never had an alcoholic one, and looking at the recipe for this, there is no way this is what my mom was making. Because I'm pretty sure she used ice cream. It's creme de menthe, creme de cacao, heavy cream, ice, and then you just like shake it, and then you strain it over ice. But I'm pretty sure there was ice cream in the one she made, and she would blend it.
I learn new things every day. Every single day.
But now I'm wondering, did she put like peppermint schnapps in it? Like, what else would we have had in the house?
Maybe it was not as alcohol-free as you thought.
I don't know. There was one
But also the culture in Wisconsin is
way different with
very,
alcohol.
very different because they just give kids alcohol. They're just like, eh.
I remember being at Thanksgiving or Christmas, and my uncle like handed out pina coladas, and he handed one to me, and he's like, "Here you go, Mal." And I was like, "Okay." Oh, this is coconut. And then I remember walking by my mom, and she's like, "Who gave you that?" I was like, "Oh, you know, Uncle so-and-so." And she's like, "Let me try that." It was not okay. I had no idea.
Well, anyway. I mean, were you the one that told me that in Wisconsin, kids are allowed to...
I don't remember exactly what the law is, but... like,
it seems kind of like that's not super important to the people of Wisconsin.
yeah, it's not that super important to the people of Wisconsin. There's some sort of rule about, like, your parents can order you alcohol if you're under 21, but it, like, has to be a parent. I don't know the exact law, but, like, it was always very common for me growing up for my parents to be like, "Do you want to try this beer?" And, like, every so often I'd be like, "I'll try it, because you all seem to like it." And, like, I hated it every time. I still don't like beer.
Yeah. My favorite Wisconsin-related information is if you see the map of the U.S. and it's like...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's self-reported binge drinking levels, and then it's like broken up for the U.S. per county. So like every state has a county, or like multiple counties that break up the state even further. And like it's color-coded. So the darker blue it is, the more self-reported binge drinking there is per the county. And Wisconsin's is entirely dark blue.
Yeah.
But if you know, like, there's one that looks like it's, like, completely white in the middle of Wisconsin, like here. But, like, if you don't know there's a giant lake inside of Wisconsin, you'd think there was a dry county, but it's a lake.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, the state just lights up like a Christmas light compared to, like, the rest of the U.S.
And if you look up, like, the, like, most drunkest counties in the U.S.,
yeah,
like, the top 10, I've lived in, like, 6 of them.
And
they're all Wisconsin.
The rate of DUI is higher in Wisconsin than any other state. Which is bad. That one's not good, but it's also not surprising if that's also the drunkest state. It's like, all right, well.
Alcohol is treated very differently in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's very much, like, going back now, it's like, you can see that difference between, like, other places I've lived and there.
Yeah, when you grow up there, it feels normal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I came to visit you, it was not normal, and I was very, very on edge, because I was like, why is everyone drinking multiple drinks at every meal? What is happening here? I was very concerned. But it's like, oh, that's just what they do. They just...
Yeah, it's treated very differently.
Yeah. M. Tappet says, why is alcohol a big thing in Wisconsin? Is that just because...
There's different theories on it. Like, with immigration, like...
The Poles and the Germans?
The Poles and the Germans, but also, like, it's
playing in my game.
cold up there, and, like, the joke is like, oh, there's nothing else to do in the winter
Yeah.
to stay warm.
Grandson? Attacking Toucan's raid at 9:38?
Tyler, what are you doing upstreaming?
Yeah, that's...
It's 9:30 Eastern.
Good evening. Ah, no. No. When we get raided by people on Breakfast Stream, I'm always concerned. It's always a concerning thing. It's like when, occasionally Jules would show up, and I was like, that's bad. That's not good.
I had to be Hades too. Okay, this time.
Okay.
I do want to say one other thing about Wisconsin. Whenever
Hi, Raiders. We're talking about alcohol and how the U.S. state of Wisconsin is a very different place culturally because drinking is so much higher there.
Abilene says the Tavern League of Wisconsin does a lot of lobbying to keep
Oh, absolutely.
the culture of Wisconsin as
absolutely.
is, which
Yeah.
is very true. And I learned in college that the states used to be able to pick their own age for drinking. And like it's 21 nationally.
Wasn't Wisconsin the last state?
Wisconsin was one of the last states to change that law.
Yeah.
Because the Tavern League fought against it really hard.
Yeah.
Because they were like, there goes all of our college student business for the taverns of Wisconsin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Haley, you went to college? With you.
Yeah, it's a different place.
It is.
It's just a different place. The older you get, the more you learn that most everything is happening because of lobbyists.
There is liquor that you cannot buy in North Carolina.
Yep. It's true. That's gotta be super weird for you.
Oh, yeah. Vagabond. Which ones? Absinthe, for one. You can't get absinthe in North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, also, in this...
Haley says the ABC stores baffle me so much. I know.
Yeah.
They're wild.
I mean, it's a reminder that we're 50 little countries, and every country's got different rules, and the rules here are you have to go to the ABC store.
Which are state-run
Yeah.
liquor stores, and that's the only place to buy hard liquor.
Yeah. The government runs the alcohol. Which
It makes more sense in North Carolina than South Carolina, at least. I feel like South Carolina's ABC stores were just, like, wild. And then, like, North Carolina ones are like, oh, you can...
Yeah, but you can actually buy alcohol in South Carolina at not an ABC store.
Yeah, because Costco's allowed to sell it, but they're not allowed to sell it in North Carolina.
Yeah. Every time I go back to South Carolina, the Raleigh Collective is like, hey, can you pick out this stuff? So me, the person who knows so much about alcohol, has to wander into the alcohol portion of Costco, which is a separate store because it can't be in the store because laws. So I walk in there and I'm just like holding up 2 bottles and looking at them back and forth, checking my text message, looking at the bottles back and forth, and then taking a photo of both of them and being like, what is this?
Which one?
Which one is this? But it's because the stuff at Costco is so cheap. So, just give me a call, buddy. Vagabond, what?
I wanted to buy some sloe gin at some point. SLOE gin. And I bought it when I was in DC last.
Yeah.
Brought that back home.
Well, it's made with sloe berries. Yeah,
My dad hates sloe gin.
I don't know.
I told him I was gonna buy some, and he like almost vomited. He was like, ugh. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I just don't like it. And I was like, why? And he's like, I got too drunk off it once.
Oh.
Like, oh.
That feels like a you problem, Mark.
Yeah.
I hurt myself with this thing and now I don't like it. I'm like, well, okay, well, that's... I don't feel like that's the thing's fault. It's like driving your Toyota into a tree and being like, I don't like Toyotas. Because I just drove one into a tree once. We got 27 months from Lucas Twerka, 85 from Brondo, and 52 from Annie11037. Thank you. I don't like this tree. Look what this tree did. Oh, there's an art in the queue. Could this be...
Yeah, that's the map I'm talking about.
Yeah, Wisconsin is completely solid.
Yeah.
For international viewers, Wisconsin is the top center, and it's just completely solid. Also, shout out to Utah.
Like, if you don't know the shape of Wisconsin, like, it is seriously the dark blue. Every county in Wisconsin is dark blue in that map.
And Tyler says, why is Wisconsin so bad?
Oh, it's not bad.
It's it's really a matter of opinion.
Oh, that is the, like, yeah. It's the tiny little one, like, right here.
Yeah. The dichotomy of the U.S. drinking is Utah versus Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. So, we got 300 bits from Jet Jet, who says, Arkansas still has dry counties, and even in the wet counties, you can't buy it on Sunday. I live in the northwest part. Missouri and Oklahoma aren't very far, so people will drive across state lines for their alcohol.
I know Bentonville is a dry county.
You can't buy alcohol...
Or in a dry county.
You can't buy alcohol on Sunday in South Carolina.
You can't... The ABC stores are closed in North Carolina on Sundays. But you used to not be able to buy liquor, like, even in restaurants on Sundays, but they changed it. There was, like, a brunch law that they were, like...
It wasn't even that long ago, was it?
No, it was since we've been married. Because remember we went to Wilmington and they were like, we're sorry, we can't serve mimosas until noon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, interesting.
Bentonville isn't dry anymore? Ah, I have a friend who just went there.
Yeah, I don't. It's an odd thing. We have some laws left over from. We have some laws left over from a long time ago. Like there's laws in the U.S. that are like, oh, we haven't touched that in 200 years. And it's like, okay, well. And then some laws we still have, but people don't follow because it's like, that one's old. And then some we have, and they'll fine you because they're like, well, it's a law. We can, so we will. We've got 300 bits from Satsy. It says, I recommend not putting off important tasks, even if you have ADHD and put everything off to the last minute. I may or may not be procrastinating a dangerous game. Beans, by the way. Oh, beans.
Sakodemus says, wait, Americans have to go to a specific shop to buy booze? It's not just in supermarkets? Different states are different.
Different states are different.
When I worked at a supermarket in Wisconsin for a summer, and it had to be... It could be part of the supermarket, but it had to be a different section. Like, you had to go through a door.
Yeah.
And then, like, in North Carolina, where we live here... It has to be state-run. Like, there's rules about it.
Missing No Leader says 17 states have the ABC store system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really hard because it's tempting, I know, to be like, oh, Americans blank. And, like, there's a lot of things that you can say Americans blank. But when you get into the nitty-gritty of the laws, it's, like, real dependent on the state that you're in, so...
A lot of states...
God can't see you buy alcohol if you go through a door! Woo! Gold star to Armored Frog. Funniest thing I've read all day.
A lot of states, you can get beer and wine, like, in a grocery store.
Yeah.
But you can't get, like, the hard liquor or the liqueurs.
Yeah, there's certain things that you can buy, but again, it's dependent on state. In certain states, you can buy certain things at certain times on certain days.
What does ABC stand for? I have no idea.
Boozy customer. Store. Alcoholic beverages, cool. Always be Cdrinkin. Sorry. Always be Cdrinkin is real good. They need commercials with that. Oh, got a little dizzy. We got 300 bits for Missing No Leader. It says, fun fact, Utah was the majority vote to pass the 18th Amendment, creating nationwide prohibition. 14 years later, it was the majority vote to repeal it with the 21st. It's wild that prohibition was even a thing. It's not surprising, given the wild history that we've had as a country, but also it's still kind of like, wow. Anyway, we have a bunch of leftover things from that, given that you can't go to a store one day of the week for reasons. It's always fascinating for me to talk about all this stuff, because like I don't drink, and I've learned some things about it, but not everything. There's still so much to learn. But every once in a while, Mal will entrust me to make her a drink. And you've never died.
Good.
Yep. Haley trusted me to make her a drink once. Mm-hmm. Sorry, let me clarify what those things, because those are different. You wanted a specific drink.
Yeah.
I made you a specific drink. Mm-hmm. Haley was like, I trust you, and I just had random ingredients and was like, it was not good. She drank it, but it was not good. It's fine. It's totally fine. Rachel Day says, I know that alcohol is too expensive and doesn't taste nice, and therefore I almost never get any. I mean, at this point, it's beneficial for me to not develop a taste for it because I just save money at restaurants.
That's how you view it.
That's how I view it at this point. I never started, so I think at this point I'll just save $1 and order the water. Although sometimes maybe a hot cocoa. Remember that time we went to that place in LA that had bottomless hot cocoa?
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, you fools. You tried $1.
Lunar Pearl. Like, restaurants have drinks for just $1.
If a restaurant is selling you a drink for $1, don't buy it. That's gasoline. They're pouring rubbing alcohol into a cup. 300 bits of Jet says alcohol and moonshine gave us NASCAR, which in turn gave us NASCAR 25. Brought it full circle. Also, I love the idea. Alcohol and moonshine gave us NASCAR, where we're going to race very, very quickly. You know what would go great with this racing? Drunkenness. We got 300 bits from Missing No Leader says, to give context of what nationwide prohibition was, we banned everything higher than 0.5% of alcohol with some exceptions. Vanilla wasn't one of them at first. Baker's in shambles. What do you mean? What am I supposed to do?
Well, you make vanilla extract by putting vanilla beans in vodka.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of alcohol involved in cooking in general. Because you have things like vanilla, you have sherry, you have different sorts of wines.
Red wine vinegar.
Red wine, yeah. So... Oh, that's why you got obsessed with corn syrup. No, that's something else. That's also a problem, but a different problem. We also had 17 months from Wise Mimir. Thank you. I didn't expect to spend breakfast stream talking about alcohol, but life comes at you fast.
Yeah.
That's fine. At some point, I'll be going back to South Carolina, and then I can pick stuff up if people want. I think at this point most people are set.
Yeah, we do have kind of like a decent bar.
Yeah, I think people for the most part have what they need. Breakfast Stream is an educational show. I will always stand by that. I think I could probably apply for like a government grant or something. Be like, I'm
educational.
Basically Sesame Street. We'll teach you all about vodka. We got 33 months from Zarmak. Thank you. Does that mean you count as a teacher? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
ABCs.
We did cover the ABCs today. We didn't go any further than C. But we did cover them. So that definitely counts. Amazing. You were C is for Cdrinkin. Legally, you were a teacher. That was real.
Yeah, you have to have a license.
Yeah. Wow. So you are an educator, and I married an educator. So some level of osmosis, maybe. I can teach people a lot about something. But do we want to learn? Everyone's always interested in learning. Teach about what kind of shelves to buy, teach you about a camera. Ceramics.
What do you know about ceramics?
I know that this is made of ceramic.
The material is not ceramic.
That's ceramic. Right there.
I mean...
Ceramic. All right, let's talk about the things that are coming up this week. I say coming up this week as if it's not Thursday. So Thursday is today. It's an educational show. Thursday is today. And I am a teacher, true, and but the teacher just like you. You went to school, got some paper. I didn't get quite that far, but I can still teach you, see. They are learning, they're learning from me. I have many things to teach. Let me list them all now for you. Cameras, and then video games, and Earthbound, and Ness is the same. Also, ceramics. Ask me about ceramics. I could also teach them math. Teach them math if it's really simple math, really easy math that a 5th grader could do. I'm super good at that. They don't learn about leathers in 5th grade, right?
No, they do not learn about letters.
Okay. Because every year it felt like for the longest time they were pushing everything I learned earlier.
What? Can you explain that?
There was a period of time, I don't know if other people felt like this also. Yeah, don't ask me about shapes.
I can help Maddie with geometry.
It felt like for the longest time I would be hearing about kids learning about a subject, a specific concept, and it would be earlier
Then you had learned it.
than I had learned it.
Okay.
And then I would learn again later that it was earlier, still earlier. And I was like, that's wild. I don't know if that's still happening. Satsy says, did you know kids are not learning how to use the computer? That I did know. Because kids they don't need computers until they do, and then they're like, I don't know what this is. That's something I do know. This is computer. This is computer or very, very bad pianist. One of the two. That was 9,500 bits from Goldline. It says, sing about being an illegal teacher. Anyone can be a teacher if they know something and another person is willing to learn.
And trust what they have to say.
That probably also is important. We got 37 months from Alan Gator, 75 from Vinny G Plays, Gold Lightning gifted a sub to Attacking Toucans, and 57 months from Frost Spirit. So today, in 3 hours, at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. That normally takes place on Wednesdays, and it did for like 25 minutes until the internet died yesterday, so I'm picking that back up today. So if you want to watch some Donkey Kong, I want to play some Donkey Kong. I literally, put the system to sleep, so I'm right where I was. We're picking up literally where I left off. So that's going to be fun. And then tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
I'm going to paint.
Really?
I found one of the things I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Is I put a bunch of nails in my studio wall.
Yep.
And I hung canvases on them because when things are drying or before they get put on eBay to sell, before I ship them, it's safest to store them on a wall.
Yeah.
Or vertical and not touching anything.
Sure.
So I put a bunch of nails on the wall and hung everything up. And I found a canvas board that I had painted black and then dripped white paint on. And it looks really cool. And I was like, oh, I think I did this for the unfinished swan painting. As a practice.
That was a long time ago.
I know, and I've just
Okay.
had it. And I'm like, it would be fun to do clear tinted washes on it and just kind of play with color for fun.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Okay. Neat. So Mel is going to be doing that.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we continue through the world of Super Mario Odyssey. So that's fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for Odyssey.
Oh, and I have a video. It's not a video. It's a video, but it's a short.
A short?
I have a short to release.
I know.
It'll be coming out sometime after this stream on Stephen Plays. I know that Juliet makes the shorts. They make the shorts. They do a great job. They're the ones that make the shorts. But I made one, and I'll be releasing it today. Okay, Daddy Nintendo let you get away with the crazy idea. So I really can't wait for people to see it. I've shown Chaz. Chaz is the only person I've shown, and he said A+. I was given a code for Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for the Switch, and Nintendo was like, would you like to cover this? And I was like, you know, I've played through these games already, so no, but I have an idea for a short. And they're like, you could make a short? And I was like, okay. And I'm wondering, after I post this short, if I'll get another code from Nintendo. I can't wait. It was actually a lot more work to do this short than I thought it would be, because in my head I was like, oh, it's easy, it's a short. But I had to record gameplay from the Switch, and I got the Wii out, hooked up the Wii with Composite, and captured the Wii, because I wanted to compare them, and it was a little more work than I thought it would be. But I'm still happy with it, so you guys will see that soon. 300 Bits of Jet Jet, who says, Word Boy won't teach us more words. Oh, you learn enough words for me. You're always learning words. We learned about highfalutin recently. It's a good one. 300 from Slick Duke says, oh, teacher, can you teach us about hue shifts? I did say that I would do that. Okay. I will. Oh my god. What are all these? That's so... there's a lot of stuff in there. Alright, hold on. Okay. Feeling a little ill. I like how most everything is just gray. How about the other side? The green's a nice look. No? What if...
Oh gosh.
we increase the contrast, lower the brightness, turn up the gamma, lower the brightness, and then take the saturation all the way to the right. Needs a little more contrast. Needs a little less brightness. All right. Okay, so now it's a 90s music video. Oh, I wish I had I don't think I can do a strobe effect. No, I wish I could, where it like is only showing every like 5th or 10th frame, where it's like... Anyway. All right. I think something's wrong with the camera. This is a great way to end. Thank you all for being here. We hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Join me at 1 p.m. Eastern today. That's 3 hours for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. for painting over on Malmakes. And tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for Mario Odyssey. And we also had 25 months from Earth and Tiger. Whew. Man.
So green.
I don't think this is what they mean when they say you've gone green. I think this is something different.